9. Now, Gerard introduced me to Mickey, Michelle Mons. And for some reason, when I met her, something in me told me I know her. Never seen her in my life, but something told me I know her. I don't know how I know her, but I know her. And Mickey was cute. Mickey was actually a beautiful girl of 13 years old. And for some reason, in my head, I was sexually attracted to her. Didn't know why, didn't know how, but I didn't make no move on her because she was 13 years old. I'm hanging with Gerard. I'm hanging out with her. We're at Tony's house, or Tony's shack, one night. It's just me, Gerard, Tony, and Mickey. Gerard's sitting on the right-hand side on the bed. I'm sitting on the bed. Tony was standing up. Mickey, she ended up being on her knees in front of me. All of a sudden, she put her hand right on my cock and started rubbing. I didn't tell her to stop. Actually, I stayed put. I was shocked that she was doing what she was doing, and just let her keep on going, see what happens. Tony, she saw Mickey's hand, grabs her hand, moves her hand away from me, and then say, "Hell no, he's too old for you. You're too young. Don't do that." Then days go by, and I had the sexual attraction towards Mickey, thinking thoughts towards children. Never made no move towards nobody. Never would make a move towards anybody of a young age. Mickey, all of a sudden I started hearing her thoughts in my head. Don't know why I was hearing her thoughts, but I was hearing her voice in my head, talking to me, telling me I'm a pervert. I should be ashamed of what I think about. Mickey, in her childhood life, Mickey was raped when she was 9 years old by her dad. So apparently she thought of me as a bad man, thinking I want to have sex with children. I'm now not hanging with Gerard no more, or Mickey. I'm now hanging out with Gerard. We end up Jamie Johnson made a friend at work, a female friend. Her name was Amanda. She had a little girl named Tyler of 2.5, 3 years old. And for some reason, I end up being the babysitter of Tyler. Yeah. Had a little crush on Amanda, Tyler's mom. But I always, like I said, consider myself ugly. Because I'm still hearing nobody telling me that I'm good looking, that I'm handsome, that I'm cute. Gerard ended up going out with Amanda. Then all of a sudden, Andre Brown starts hanging around. Andre ended up looking at Amanda. I was right there, ended up saying, "Gerard's not good for you. He's a crazy man. You should be going out with a guy like me." So then all of a sudden, Amanda breaks up with Gerard and going with Andre. And I ended up being like a best friend still with Amanda. Andre, he seemed like he was using her. I didn't like it. One day, Amanda ended up using Andre's car and got in a major car accident. It was her fault, though. I had my car and I'm taking Andre to the wreck, and Andre exploded on Amanda. He didn't even ask her, "Are you okay?" But I did, though. And Amanda was like sad because Andre just blew up on her. He was he's more into his car than into her. Then we stopped hanging out with Amanda. Andre made up a new girlfriend. Her name ended up being Sarah. Now I ended up hanging out with Andre Brown and his girlfriend Sarah. And it seemed like Sarah could hear my thoughts. I thought I was going crazy at first. One day, it was just me and Sarah. We're in my actual rental car. I was supposed to take her to a store. And for some reason, I couldn't talk to her. I didn't talk to her with my thoughts. I was trying to open my mouth up and talk to her about something. I don't know what it was. But I ended up making a joke up in my head Wasn't expecting her to hear me or nothing. After I made up this joke in my head, all of a sudden Sarah just looked at me and started cracking up laughing. I'm like, what the hell is she laughing about? So I ended up making another joke in my head to see what she would laugh again. And sure enough, she cracked up laughing again. I'm like, what the hell? But I never opened up still. I was like, for some reason, I ended up being afraid now. A lot of times I ended up going to Sarah's house, hadn't had to use the restroom. I couldn't use the restroom. All of a sudden I hear Mickey's voice saying, you're not going to use the restroom, Dave. I got that block on you. I'm like, what the hell? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you torturing me? She goes, because your thoughts, Dave. You're a pervert. You're a bad man. You should be locked up. I'm like, I haven't done anything. What you're hearing is just a thought. It's just a thought, and that's it. I'm never going to make a move on nobody. Then one day, I'm at home. It was nighttime. I had to use the restroom. But I couldn't pee still. All of a sudden, I start feeling hot wax dripping on my head. And I start smelling hot wax. And I feel hot wax going down my scalp. I freaked out. I ended up waking my aunt and my grandmother up. They ended up sending me to a hospital. They thought I was they apparently just thought I was crazy. Got to a hospital. Doctor did MR and all. Nothing's wrong with me. And then admitted me to a mental hospital. Now I'm in the mental hospital, so I'm starting thinking about Kathy now. All of a sudden, I hear Kathy's voice saying, Dave, you know you got a skill of touching. She goes, how about you touch me? I'm like, what do you mean touch you? She goes, all of a sudden she goes, you're laying in bed. Now imagine that you have an extra arm. I'm like, okay. So I imagine I have an extra arm. I don't know. I end up imagine I have an extra arm. And also I end up touching my leg with my imaginary arm. I actually end up feeling my fingers on my thigh. I'm like, wow, how am I doing this? She goes, cool, you can do it. She goes, now touch me. So instead of touching her, for some reason I had the thought of touching her mom with my hand up between her skirt or dress, touching her vagina. When I did that, all of a sudden I heard her father said, what the fuck? Get your hand away from her. I stopped, and all of a sudden her mother voice said, Dave, how dare you? All of a sudden I hear Kathy's voice go, Dave, what the fuck? Supposed to be touching me, not my mom. I'm like, holy shit, what did I just do? I stayed in the hospital for maybe 2 weeks. Finally got out of the hospital. And of course, I forgot to mention, during the time I was at Mickey's house, hanging out with Mickey and Gerard, I did go to the restroom one day. I ended up using the restroom and I saw a razor blade on her sink. From 9.5 years old to age 24 years old, I constantly thought about killing myself 10 times a day. But of course I never do it, because I know if you kill yourself, you are stuck in this plane of existence, reliving that life over and over again for eternity. So I never kill myself. You can see I'm still alive. But when I thought about killing myself, after using the restroom, I thought about killing myself, all of a sudden I felt this razor blade cut against my left wrist, and after that I started feeling blood coming out of my sore, going down my hand. I'm looking at my hand, nothing's there. Then I my arm up, feel the blood going down my shoulder, or down my arm to my shoulder. I put my hand on my wrist, I left the bathroom, and all of a sudden I heard Kathy's voice saying, Dave, Gerard, get your ass over here now. All of a sudden I looked at Gerard looks at me, and all of a sudden Gerard's like, Kathy's calling us. I'm like, yeah, let's go over there. Mickey, of course, was there, had this grin on her face. So me and Gerard went over to Kathy's house. Gerard drove my car, because I told him to drive my car. My wrist is hurt, I can't drive. Gerard's like, what's wrong with your wrist? I'm like, I can't explain it. We went to Kathy's house, we knocked on the door. Kathy was there, she opened the door, she let us in. Kathy sits down, Gerard stands up talking to her. I'm sitting on the couch holding my wrist. All of a sudden, Kathy's talking to Gerard. All of a sudden I hear Kathy's voice at the same time in my head saying, Dave, what's wrong with your wrist? What's wrong with you? I end up yelling, top of my lungs, saying my wrist hurts. When I said that out loud with my mouth, Kathy and Gerard stopped talking. Kathy all of a sudden just looks at me, and the look in her eyes, in her face, says, wow, it worked? Of course, I didn't really pay attention to that. I didn't know it was her who did it. But next day, all of a sudden, now I have this thought, the thought of killing Kathy. I didn't know why I had this thought of killing Kathy. I thought about killing Kathy Cawthorn all the time, and I was deadly in love with her as well. Madly in love with her, but I had this thought of constantly wanting to kill Kathy. Now, all of a sudden, one day, I was at home, I ended up going to sleep. I ended up having a 4K Ultra Vision of dream. I'm in Kathy's room. Kathy was wearing all black, but her hair was bleached blonde. She was gorgeous as fuck. I mean, better than ever. And I'm acting like a child. All of a sudden, Kathy asked me, goes, Dave, why do you want to kill me? And of course, I couldn't answer. I was a child. I was scared to death of her. I start pushing. I end up putting the bottom of my foot against her thigh and kind of pushed myself away. Then I woke up. And of course, every day I was thinking about killing Kathy. Don't know why. I didn't understand what the hell was going on with me. Now, of course, now I have Mickey hearing her thoughts, and of course I hear other voices. Voices, sometimes they even ask me to go to Kathy's house. And I keep on saying no. All of a sudden I feel someone kicking me back in my seat, and no one's there. And I feel like hot breath, someone like breathing on my ear, no one's there. Didn't know what the hell's going on. I don't know why I'm hearing voices. Didn't know why I was feeling is not there. And the days and years go by. I ended up going with a girl named Jody. Crew set me up with a girl named Jody, his best friend. So going out with Jody. She's in the Disney movies, and she's into bondage, and I wasn't into bondage, and I'm really not into Disney movies all the time. It's February now. It's February 14th. I'm still going out with her, but I'm hearing from Gerard and some other my friends. I'm saying that you're better than her. You deserve somebody better looking. So it's February 14th. Bad time today. Me, Crew, and Jody, and Crew had a girlfriend. We all went to St. Pete. We had, I guess, a good time, but for some reason I felt like breaking up with Jody. I actually had a breakup note. I didn't break up with her correctly. I ended up giving her a note. After we had our fun, I gave her a breakup note, got in my car, and drove off. Left her there in St. Pete at the boat thing with Crew and his girlfriend. That's the last time I saw Jody. I'm working at McDonald's now. 2 years went by, no girlfriend again. Made up with another girl, her name was Bobby. We took a break together. We kind of hit it off. We're like, I guess, friends. And all of a sudden I heard a noise in her cleavage. It sounded like a cigarette wrapper. And all of a sudden I ended up saying, oh, is that weed between your breasts? She looked at me and she goes, yeah. And for some reason, I ended up trying to put my hand between her cleavage to see what kind of weed it is. She looked at me and goes, what the hell? I'm like, oh, sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. She just smiled. She goes, hey, it's okay. I always took her home, but we never gone out. Then one day, Calvin, one of my Gerard's friends, he ended up working at McDonald's with us, ended up saying, hey, Dave, you know Bobby has a huge crush on you. How about you go ask her to go out with you? I looked at Calvin like, you know what? I'm not really interested in her, so I'm not going to ask her to go out with me. But give her a notice. If she wants to ask me to go out with her, tell her I might say yes. He's like, huh? But he left, and I guess he asked Bobby. That day, I am at home. Didn't really have no plans. I'm in my bedroom watching TV. All of a sudden, the phone rings. My aunt answers the phone, and she goes, "Hey, Dave." I'm like, "Yes, Aunt Mary." She goes, "There's a girl on the phone asking for you." I'm like, who is this? So I answer the phone. It ended up being Bobby. Bobby asked if she can hang out with us. Hang out with me. I'm like, "Sure." Just when I hang up the phone rings again. It being Jamie Johnson. Jamie wants to hang out. And I'm like, "Sure, what the hell?" So I told him I had to go pick up somebody, a girl named Bob. Jamie's like, "Wow, you got a girlfriend?" I'm like, "I'm not sure really if she's going to get a girlfriend or not, but yeah."